Thompson?
You're now the attorney-in-fact for the state name.
No, sir, Mr. Thompson. You know I don't put up with any of that. You understand?
Right.
Listen to me.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
You understand I'm not going to put up with that?
Yes, sir.
Not anything like that. You understand? Do you understand me?
Yes.
There's not going to be any private citizen, sovereign citizen, any of that. You understand?
This isn't just another routine probation hearing. This is a courtroom showdown where patience wears thin and legal boundaries are pushed to the edge. A defendant challenging the system at every turn, refusing to recognize basic legal identity, and invoking arguments often seen in so-called sovereign citizen cases. But here's the twist: the judge isn't entertaining any of it. What starts as a standard violation hearing quickly spirals into a tense back and forth over authority, identity, and control. Will the court give him another chance? Or is he digging himself deeper with every word? Stay with us, because this case takes multiple turns you won't see coming.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're before the court today for your affidavit of violation of probation. You filed a bunch of stuff that doesn't make any sense. I've denied most of it. I'm going to probably deny the rest of it.
Really?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Absolutely.
I got some education to go, huh?
Sir?
So I've got some education to go.
Sir, you're here today by, you got a new law violation of driving my license suspended and revoked. You don't want to have an attorney appointed to represent you?
No, sir.
Are you sure?
But that's the thing is, I've never even been pulled over. I don't know how I got a license or a warrant or anything. Haven't been pulled over in more than a year. Any emergency contact. I went to go pick up a records request and they gave me a warrant instead of the records.
Do y'all know anything about this?
As to the new law.
Do you have a driver's license?
No, sir.
Don't answer that. I shouldn't ask that question.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Strike that from the record. I won't do that if you won't do any other mess. I won't ask you that question.
But you transfer that to the judge?
Just file it. I just filed in the court file.
I tried to and they wouldn't accept it.
All right. Was he arrested? Is there a new arrest for driving license suspended or revoked? State?
Yes, there was a bench warrant issued on 1/23/24 that's executed 1/29/24.
Said I was just doing a records request and had an agreed upon date to pick it up. Went up there to pick it up and gave me a warrant. So the records are requested.
I tell you what, I'm gonna let y'all
Return
do
that?
Listen, I'm gonna leave him on probation. I'm gonna set this for preliminary on April. What's that April date?
April 17th.
April 17th. I'm gonna let him take care of that in county court and see what happens. Okay?
Thank you.
And I think that's the only violation he had.
Yes, sir.
Keep doing what you're doing on this, and then we'll see you back in April, and you can take care of that in county court.
All
Okay?
right. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Sign a note. Before you, I think you picked up another charge. This is at a preliminary hearing. Do you wish to have an attorney appointed to represent you?
No, sir.
All right. You wish to represent yourself?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'll present myself to the court.
Sir?
Said I'll present myself to the court.
If you'll swear Mr. Thompson in, sure, state your name.
I'm the attorney, in fact, for Justin Reed Thomason, fictitious name.
No, sir, you're not. State your name.
Justin Reed.
Okay. And,
That's my given name.
sir?
Justin Reed.
Okay. And Mr. Reed, you've made an, Justin Reed?
Reed's his middle name, Your Honor.
I understand that. What's your last name?
That's not my property, sir.
Nope, well, I'm not gonna take that. Tell me your real name.
Justin Reed.
What's your name on your birth certificate?
That's not my property either, sir. That's the state of
All
Florida.
right. Mr. Thompson, I'm gonna find you're not competent to represent yourself. You can keep
Justin
that
Reed
in-
Thomason, sir. All right.
Okay. Or did you get in school?
I graduated.
Okay. And were you in the military?
Say again? I can't.
Were you in the, I'm sorry, were you in the military?
Yes, sir. I was in the Army.
So you knew how to read and write?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And, I remember correctly, are you on disability now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Been through a heart attack and a stroke
Yes. Sir.
since.
Also, you've had some other physical injuries too. Is that correct?
Say again?
You had some physical injuries also. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I've got 6 screws in my neck and a stent in my heart.
And before the court, I believe, the court is aware of this. I believe you've had Mr. Thompson on the violation of probation before. Is your father here? Is any family here? Okay, I thought so. Okay. All right, sir. Have you ever represented yourself before?
And this court, just for the last hearing, the reason I'm on probation, that's the only 2 times I've ever tried to defend myself from here.
And you understand that attorneys are trained in the rules of evidence and criminal procedure?
I cannot hear you, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. You understand that attorneys are trained in the rules of evidence and criminal procedure?
Say again?
Do you want a hearing device?
Huh?
Hold on, I'm gonna give you a hearing device. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, very good. All right, you understand that attorneys are trained in the rules of evidence, criminal procedure, and law, and they're there to assist you in preparing for this preliminary hearing and preparing for an evidentiary hearing. You understand that?
Yeah, well, from my past experience, they didn't seem to want to do any of those things for me.
Well, I'm just asking, do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that you'll be held to that same standard.
Yes, sir.
And that if I do allow you to represent yourself, the first time I hear anything that sounds like what you started talking about today, you will not be able to represent yourself. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And that'll be immediate.
Yes, sir.
And I'll never allow you to represent yourself again in this proceeding. If I hear that, do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you still wish to represent yourself?
Yes, sir. I believe in self-defense. Yes, sir.
Sir?
I believe in self-defense. Yes, sir. I went to war for this country. I would always like to represent and defend myself.
Okay. All right. Was there an amended violation of probation filed yet?
It looks like there was on March 1st, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. All right, well, sir, I'm going to allow you to represent yourself at any point in time that you wish to have an attorney appointed to represent you. I'll appoint one. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. You're here today on a violation of probation hearing. How do you wish to plead?
Not guilty.
All right. And let's see.
I would like to move on to evidentiary hearing if we could, sir.
Well, you have to give the state notice. They'll have to have a chance to subpoena witnesses. This is not your evidentiary hearing today.
No, I just want to move for one.
You want to move for one? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Who's the attorney?
It's fine, Your Honor.
Ms. McAfee, I'm going to set this for an evidentiary hearing. I don't want to set it on the 22nd because that's graduation. Yeah, let's go ahead and set it May 22nd at 1:30. We'll do that at a preliminary at 9 o'clock. And Mr. Thompson, remember, at any point in time, you want to ask for an attorney, I'll appoint one. You understand?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Can I be released until we get to that evidentiary hearing so that I can?
Mr. Thompson has asked to, has made an oral tennis motion for release. Ms. McAfee, what's the state's position?
I believe the new law is a misdemeanor driving on a suspended license. Based on that, I have no objection.
Pardon?
I have no objection.
To release him back? All right. As a special condition of your probate, I'll release you on your own, I'll release you at this time, based on that oral tennis motion, the state's position. As a special condition of that release, you're not to operate a motor vehicle. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
No questions asked. You cannot operate a motor vehicle. You'll abide by the terms and conditions of your probation. You'll sign a notice to come back on the May 22nd at 9 and 1:30. You'll need to step over and speak to the probation officer, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good.
Okay. We worked out an agreement in this case. And the probation will be extended 24 months from the original date. All prior conditions of the original plea agreement still reinstated. And the only other agreement would be, it's based upon a driving license suspended and an obstruction charge, which is pending in misdemeanor court. He's the one who admit to it, so we're going to stipulate to the facts that the state, what they call to witnesses, they can prove in VOP court the violation. Okay? Am I right? This is what you agreed to, right? 24 months?
I can just make a finding. There's a basis that he's had contact with law enforcement.
Okay. 24 months from the original plea date, and just all the prior conditions are reinstated, and that's it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Here's your right hand.
I sign right there. Find that.
Yeah. Every time.
Solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
All right, Mr. Thompson, state your name.
I'd like to grant my name to this court, sir.
What, sir?
I'd like to grant the name to this court. That's what you recommended before is what it's off of. I'd like to have my disclaimer here. Can we give this to the clerk?
I think I'm gonna just revoke his release and put him in custody.
Say
And
again?
it's what I'm planning on, is what I'd like to do.
Your name right now, your legal name is Justin Reed Thomason. Is that right?
That's their legal name. That's who owns it.
All right, look, you signed this thing.
I signed it.
Okay, you signed it, and you agreed to what this position is, correct? You agree to abide by probation, is that correct?
I guess I don't have much of a choice.
Yes, you
I'm
do.
Under duress. This whole thing is under duress, but I'll do it because I don't have a choice.
Can I have a few minutes with him?
I'm thinking about revoking his release and just taking him into custody and and continuing his
Say again?
adventure here, putting you back in jail.
Really? Why?
Because you're
What would you like me to do, sir?
I'd like for you to at least answer the questions. Tell me your name. Don't do all this nonsense of what you're doing, okay?
Justin Reed Thomason.
Your dad's been here at every
I
court
know.
date. And your sister,
I don't
I
like
know,
it
has been
any more
here
than he
before. And they're trying their best. And I know you've got some issues, but they're trying their best to take care of you. And you're trying your best to go to prison.
No, I'm not. I'm trying.
Yes, sir, you are.
Trying my best to be free.
No, sir, you're not. What you're trying your best to do is go to prison. And that's exactly what's going to happen if you don't pay attention to what you're doing. And I understand you've got some issues, but I do also understand that you're competent to proceed. And I am willing to put you back on probation right now. And the only thing it will cost you is an extra $250 over the probationary period and extend it to 24 months. And then you can fight your county court case if that's what you want to do.
Yes, sir.
If that's what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
And your name's Justin Reed Thomason, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's what you were named at birth, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you understand that you're waiving your right to an evidentiary hearing, is that correct?
Did I?
Or are you? I've got you set for a hearing this afternoon.
We're pleading to this instead of having a hearing.
Okay. Okay.
You're waiving that right, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you're waiving your right to require the state prove the allegations against you.
That's a big one, but
Yep. And the only thing you're admitting is that you got arrested on some new charges. You're not admitting whether you did or did not do the crime that you're charged with.
I definitely got arrested.
You definitely got arrested.
6 times in the last 18 months, which
Yes,
I
sir.
think is really ridiculous.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna find there's a basis. I'm gonna find that Mr. Thomas's admission was freely and voluntarily made. It's extended sentence is extended 24 months from the original sentence date. All conditions that are reimposed. There's an additional $250 imposed today for the cost of the prosecution of the violation of probation. Sir, you have 30 days to find notice of appeal. If you'd like to have an attorney to appoint to represent you, one may be appointed to represent you at no charge. Step right over there and speak to the probation officer. Thompson, come on up. Mr. Thompson? I thought Mr. Thompson was in jail. And he was given a notice, conditional release by Judge Campbell. Mr. Thompson, you wish to have an attorney appointed to represent you today? What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at revoking your release because in my opinion, you should be in custody and should not have been released from custody. I believe this is a new law violation. Is that correct?
A what, sir?
A new law violation.
I don't.
When you arrested on another driving license, suspended or revoked?
Yes, they were staking out my house, and I don't understand why. I was going to get some food.
I'm going to revoke your release at this time and take you into custody for a violation of probation. Go ahead and take you into
sir.
custody.
I'm here to finalize that disclaimer that I have. It's here now, sir. If you
Take him into
would
custody.
accept it, please.
I'm revoking your release. You should have been held without bond. He's going to be held without bond.
I'm not going anywhere. The guy.
Just give him to his spot bearer.
And the other thing
That's
is,
the mess.
October.
Can't believe this is happening again.
We'll talk to him again about an attorney when he has a seat up there.
I was down there trying to pay the fines before I came in here, sir.
Mr. Thompson, I
Well, they told me to come back after
didn't
this.
sign the warrant. I thought you were being held without bond. I guess I should have checked, but I'd have signed the warrant and you'd have been held.
That was because my father, he said, I've been helping with the family. He's had a pacemaker put in just a few days ago and I'm trying to help nurse the family.
Put him in the box.
You were taking me away from the
Put him in
family.
the box.
anything else in your property that you want to give?
I got the money on me to pay the
Put
fine.
him in the, Mr. Thomas, you before the court, you were arrested on a new misdemeanor charge. Judge Campbell, I think released you for a notice to appear today or released you on your pretrial release. This is my probation. I got a warrant, so I'm going to issue a warrant today, hold without bond, based on your.
What is that now?
Judge Campbell, you were arrested on a new misdemeanor driving while license suspended or revoked. Judge Campbell, on your violation of probation, released you, the pretrial release program. I'm revoking that release because it's my probation, and I'm gonna hold you without bond based on the new violation.
That's just terrible.
Well, I can't help it, Mr. Thompson. You've got another
I was here to
charge.
disclaim and surrender all those documents that hold me liable here and move for
Do
subrogation.
you wish to have an attorney appointed to represent you?
No, sir.
You understand attorneys are, go ahead and swear Mr. Thomason in.
Raise your right hand.
For what reason?
I'm gonna swear you and ask you some questions.
I don't think I'm supposed to be sworn in. Due to my faith.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask you to affirm, not swear. Okay?
It's the same thing though, isn't it? Affirming and swearing.
I don't know.
I'm here for, let my yeas be a nay and my noes be a no.
Whatever that means. It means
Yes,
nothing to
sir.
me. But what I will
I'm here
do,
for
well, let me ask
honesty
you, do you
and
wish to have an,
justice.
do you wish to
There's
have
no
an,
justice in
do
this
you wish
house.
to have an attorney appointed to represent you?
No, you keep doing it anyway though. I mean, I've never authorized that from
Do
the
you wish to
beginning.
have an attorney appointed to represent you?
No, sir.
All right. And how far did you get in school?
So
How far did you get in school?
graduated 12th grade.
Okay, and you were in the military, is that correct?
Yes, sir. I was in the Army infantry.
Okay.
Went to war and buried enough of my brothers and sisters to come home.
Yes, sir.
And this,
And
Kind
you
of
understand,
justice.
and you can read and write? Correct?
to an extent,
Okay. You can't read and write altogether?
well, I mean, it all depends on what dictionary you're using too.
Well, if you use a regular legal dictionary, can you read and write that? Read that.
Say again?
A regular dictionary.
Didn't what?
And you read it, it's a regular dictionary, Webster's dictionary.
Yes, I have one at home.
Okay. So you can write
I
too.
have several different ones. I have Black's Law's dictionaries as well.
I was going to
medical
say, so you can
dictionary.
read and write.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I know you've been treated, but I've had you examined before.
100% disabled.
I understand that. I've done everything I could to keep you out of
I've
jail.
already been injured 2 different times at the jails.
I understand that completely, Mr. Thomason, but I've had no luck. Every 2
I
months.
came here
you're
to
back
pay
in-
and they told me to come back to complete
Every
it
2
'cause I
months, you're back in court. So what I'm going to do, do you still wish to represent yourself?
I don't, I think that's the best matter for me.
I mean, it's up to you. Right now,
I just still think that's the best matter for me, but
what I'm going to
it
do,
doesn't seem like anything's fair inside this house. Nothing seems fair here.
how many times have you been released from custody in the last year?
I've been arrested 7 times
I
now.
understand that.
Without any victims. I don't understand how the state of Florida, a stack of papers can be a victim.
Okay. All right. I'm going to allow you to represent yourself. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and have Mr. Thomason evaluated again. Ms. Nelson, if you go ahead and prepare us on the court's own order, I'm going to hold you without bond based on the new
That's just
violation of
terrible.
probation.
My mother's 100% disabled. My dad has a pacemaker now, and you're going to hold me without
Your
bond.
dad's
over
at court
driving
every day with you. I
infraction.
understand that completely, sir.
There've been no victims whatsoever in any of my arrests.
By the end of this case, the pattern becomes impossible to ignore. Despite multiple warnings, opportunities for legal counsel, and even moments of leniency, the defendant continues to challenge the court using arguments that simply don't hold up legally. The judge, balancing patience with responsibility, ultimately prioritizes compliance and public safety, revoking release and holding him without bond due to repeated violations and lack of cooperation. This case highlights a crucial reality. The courtroom operates on structured rules, and refusing to engage within that framework can have serious consequences. Self-representation is a right, but it comes with the responsibility to follow legal procedures and respect the court's authority. Backhand index pointing right now, we want to hear from you. Was the judge fair? Or did this situation escalate too quickly? If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.